We have a Nucleus here. We have some of our 10 frame equipment that is off to the side. We're going to be installing this Nucleus into the 10 frame. I'm going to do a little health check on them, see how they're doing, make sure that the queen is laying. And I'm sure you guys can't see my face because I got so much damn duct tape. Soon I'm just going to make it look like a superhero thing where only my eyes show. All right, we're a little bit of smoke right there. We've got our gloves off to the side as well, just in case they get a little agitated. It's quite cloudy today. So we're gonna go ahead and pop the lid. A little bit of smoke under there for them. Let's see. Oof. This lid is not wanting to pop on us. They are jam-packed. I'd say it was pretty much time to go ahead and get them. Oops, she almost stole my finger. She wanted me. Time for their upgrade. All right, so what I like to do is I'll put these girls on the ground here. I'm gonna give a little bit of smoke there. Go ahead and grab our bottom board. And we're just gonna slide these girls over a smidgen. Wow, they're heavy. Oh my lord. Bring this in right next to it. And we're going to remove a couple of these frames. Just 2 should be okay. Now we're going to start going through one at a time and putting them back into this mother colony or the new colony, basically as they come out of this nuke here. So again, we want them nice and calm for this process. It is quite windy. Now I'm going to show you guys a little trick to get them to start drawing this 10 frame a bit faster. Now, so everyone knows, for reference, it is May 28th today. So in our area in the tri-state, we are at peak honey flow. We've got about another 30 days worth of honey flow to go. Wow, this is heavy. Without trying to roll any bees, go nice and slow. And I believe that this was a swarm we caught a few weeks back. That frame is all honey. And on this side we have eggs and larvae and a bunch of pollen. So the trick that we're going to try and do is, if we can find 2 sides that have capped brood, we're going to put a blank frame, one of these new foundations, right in between it to get them to draw, because bees don't like that empty space. And if the brood is capped, they won't draw those frames any fatter to go ahead and try and you know, make them fat. Like if it was a honey frame, they would just draw an uncapped honey frame bigger and bigger. But brood, usually you don't have to worry about that too much. Right. Oh, if I can get this out. That is in there. I think I might have just seen the queen. So we got cat brood here. Very good to see. We got cat and larva on this side. So we're going to use this as one of the frames here to go ahead and put it over in the middle, or have the other frame in the middle of these frames. Being that this side has more open, we're going to leave that. But these both these frames have a good amount of pollen right next to them. So the bees are using that pollen as a protein source to feed the young. Again, we're looking here. This is a little bit of cap brood. They're starting to get capped. This side has a lot of larvae in it. Good, pearly white looking larvae. That's what we want to see when we're looking at bees. So we're going to go ahead and put one of these blank frames right here in the middle of them. That will encourage them to start drawing that sooner rather than later, giving them a little bit of a push to the outside. And I have 1, 2, 3 frames right here. We'll have 2 more frames on this side, so it'll be 2, 3, and then another 1 to finish that empty space. So now if you were to get a nucleus colony in the spring, this is going to be the same process that you would do in order to move them over. I might actually change it up a little bit. I might use this frame instead for that. There's a lot more cat brood right here. Or I could break them up a little bit more and do another blank. Let's see what this frame looks like. Maybe that's what I'll do. I might push their honey frame out to the outside and just checkerboard all the way in. Wow, that's heavy. Getting a sting in the ankle, that's always fun. Now I'm not seeing our beautiful queen. Yeah, there's larvae here. I'm going to leave this to the inside in case we do get a cold night. I don't want anyone chilling. And they will draw these. I'm not worried about that. I have a bee crawling in my legs. I could feel him. Her. Probably a her. Alright. Go ahead and pick this up. Put this on top for just a second. We want to slide this into place where we're going to have it. Whew. Hope you guys don't like that squeaky noise that we got going on there. Alright, right down and in. Did I miss a frame? I feel like I'm missing a frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, we got 10. So I'm looking for the queen. She might have come down in here. But the easiest way to do this, especially if you're installing that nuke, we're going to turn this over. You can either turn it over and knock it, or you can knock them to one side and then knock them a second time. I'm going to choose to turn it over and just knock them in there. Maybe I might change my mind. This is a little bit wider of a box. We're just going to go for it. 1, 2, 3, just like that. And then all your bees are out of this box and pissed off right on top of there. Remember to go ahead and kiss up your frames. Usually my rule of thumb is I want about like 1 finger's length in between. Hello girls, excuse me. We go ahead and take our top lid, cover them up. So now, what you do is you're going to take your nuke, go ahead and put it right back on top there. Put your top cover on that. And what will happen now is they will reorientate to that box. Any of the foragers that are coming home will smell the queen, and they will go down below, realizing they have a new, bigger house. Hope that helps, guys. If you guys learned something today, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to share this video with a beekeeping friend. And above all else, hit the like button if you made it to here. And if you could, we'd really appreciate it if you see this video in the next week and you have a hype point left. Make sure after you like it, I think you have to do this on the phone, go ahead and hit hype. But anyway, guys, that's all we got for you today. That's installing a nuke, or you can do this with walkaways that you make with nukes or whatever. Or if you make a nuke from a walkaway split, once it's getting rooted up and full, you're gonna want to change that over to a 10 frame once they have the bee force to do it. And these girls, they're nice and big, so they've got that force. I might put an entrance reducer on them, but we'll see a day or two as they adjust. And we got this big swarm in a tree. I'm waiting to come down over on our empty boxes over there. Anyway, y'all, wherever you're at in the world, I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, or evening. We love you, and we'll see you on the next one.